And we are live, people. We are live. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Chosen Wisdom Football, a channel for the football purists, for the critical thinkers, for the guys who like to think about football, for the Manchester United fans out there in the world. I hope everyone is doing well. Today is Friday, which means we usually have a bit more fun on a show, on a Friday show. But guys, as you can see on your screen right now, Amorim is saying, I'm going to be who I am. I am going to be who I am. And that is why I have the passion that I have. That's Amorim's quotes. Amorim has given his pre-match press conference for Burnley, and the quotes coming out of that pre-match press conference has got the fan base in a twist. It has the fan base all over the place, divided as usual. The little bit of optimism, the little bit of togetherness that we all felt in pre-season has gone. We are now fighting each other, as we always do, once again as a fan base. Beautiful. And I said to you guys, watch out for the narratives, watch out for the scapegoats. And what if you are privy to go online, if you're somebody who is online, you will see that Kobbie Mainoo is slowly starting to garner a little bit of hate. He's going to be the new scapegoat. I've told you this. So let's be careful. Today's show is going to be very interesting. Big up the chat. Big up the chat. We will dive into that press conference, talk about his quotes. I'm pretty sure the chat are going to have their own opinion. I can see Jerry already in the chat, British Bulldog. You guys are going to have your own opinions on the situation, on his quotes, on the way he acted after the Burnley, after the Grimsby game. What people have taken from the Grimsby game. His emotional, somewhat, you can call it emotional instability. Is that really good to lead the line, lead Manchester United during the most unstable time in our history? We potentially have the most emotionally unstable manager. Does those two things gel together? There's many ways you can look at this situation. Some people are already Amorim out. Some people were Amorim out from last year. Some people are saying Fergie, something Fergie, so give him more time. There's so many ways. I don't think anybody is wrong with their opinions, and there's going to be loads of opinions today. Big up the chat. Big up the chat. We are going to do a deep dive into Amorim. Of course, there are transfer news. There is transfer news with regarding to Lemens. Updates on that. Updates on Anthony. What the hell is happening with Anthony, people? We'll talk about that as well. Højlund, we spoke yesterday. It's more or less done. Is there a twist? Is there a twist in the tale with the Højlund situation? Could he actually be going to Leipzig? Sancho. The least we talk about Sancho, probably the better. Where's Sancho going? There's 3 days left, people. Kobbie flipping Mainoo. Even more discussions about Kobbie Mainoo. Where does the chat stand on the Kobbie Mainoo situation? We're going to talk about it. We're going to try to understand it. And on this channel, we don't just shout. We don't just scream. We don't just speak like fans. We try to understand the situation and approach the situation objectively, if we can. So we're going to look at the Kobbie Mainoo situation. You guys are going to tell me what you're thinking. What are you thinking, people? Big up the chat. Big up the damn chat right now. Big up Jerry. Big up British Bulldog right now. Osman in the chat. Turkish, big up the chat. You guys are the best. End of story. You guys are G's. My G's. The wise chat. So today, a lot of opinions. It's going to be a very interesting chat today. Apparently, also news Berbatov is coming back to work with Benjamin Sesko. Are we in 2005? I don't know. When did Berbatov play for us? I don't know. But, like, what is going on at Man United? What is happening, guys? I have my opinions, and you guys know I will think carefully before I give my opinions. So I will give my opinions on Ruben Amorim and Kobe, as I'm sure you guys will give your opinions. So, as usual, guys, on entry, just smash the like button. As you can see, we are at 501. Oh! We did it. We did it. 500 subscribers, you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. Come on. Get in. Fuck Man United. That's silly. I was acting so professional until then. But, guys, I'm sorry. Let's be happy. The news coming out of Man United is negative. Today will be a show that we talk about things that are not really positive, right? And the way that this season's panning out, people, it might not be the most positive season. So we're going to find positivity somewhere. We have to. We've got to protect this. So big up the chat. 501 subscribers because of you. Yeah? My G's. Big up. Let me see what you guys are saying quickly. Big up British Bulldog and Jerry. 501, the best jeans ever. Also, congrats. Yes. Well, I don't know. British Bulldog. That's what I'm saying. Choose Levi. British Bulldog, you know. This guy always makes me laugh. I swear down. Osman, 500. Boop, 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 boop. We done it. Halfway to 1,000. You know. I think sometimes once you reach certain yardsticks, it makes it easier to reach others. Hopefully, that's fingers crossed, guys. British Bulldog is always right. 99% of the time, British Bulldog. There's that 1%. Jerry says Ollie and Jose looking for work. Jerry, to Ollie and to Jose, I will do this. Stay away. Stay away. Please, holy. Stay away. They can carry on looking, say British Bulldog. Yeah, BB. I'd rather have Onana as player manager. No, I actually right. Hey, British Bulldog is on one today still. He's on one today. He woke up on the Bulldog side of the bed. Big up British Bulldog. Big up. We are the best. Jerry says Simmons, good signing for Spurs. Bro, is it me or Spurs? Spurs are quietly doing some things. Thomas Frank, all these things. Spurs are quietly. Listen, I'm going to be watching Spurs this season. I'm going to be watching Spurs. I told you guys about Thomas the Frank engine. I told you about Thomas the Frank engine. We should have got him. But no, some of you guys are too prideful. Let's not go for Thomas. Listen, Thomas Frank is better than our manager. He is. I will fight anybody who tries to disagree with me. 500. Yes, Milton. Big up Milton in the damn fucking chat. Sorry for swearing. But I don't fucking care. I'm like, all right, cool. All right, guys. I'm going to be who I am, and that's why I have the passion that I have. Before I go into this story and we start talking about this, I understand, as usual, the many perspectives. You have some people saying, listen, I feel the same way as a manager. Sometimes I hate these players and sometimes I don't. So why can't the manager feel the same? There's some people saying, no, we can't have a manager who comes out and alludes to leaving every time something goes wrong. Every time we get beaten by a team we shouldn't beat or we should have beaten, you're going to allude to maybe leaving the club or threaten to leave the club. That's crazy to me. It's like having a girlfriend where anytime something bad happens, she goes, I'm fucking leaving you. You're then going to walk on eggshells, right? That sort of emotional instability, yeah? Because we know that he's an emotional person. We saw him rocking. We see him rocking from side to side. We see him carrying, not looking at corn and not looking at penalties. We start to understand how he wears his heart on his sleeve. He says how he feels. He's a very, very emotional, erratic character. My question to the chat is this: can the person leading you, managing you into the future, directing you, can he be emotionally unstable? Can he be as emotional as the fans are? Do you need some sort of consistency from him? When you go into work one day, do you expect your manager to be like, I love you, and then when you do something wrong the next day, he says he hates you? Can you operate under those conditions? Because he seems like he's doubling down. He seems like he's saying, listen, this is how I am. I said what I said the other day in the post-match press conference about the players, and it essentially alluded to maybe me leaving. But that was a heat of the moment. That's what I'm like. That's just me just being human. I'm going to say these things every now and again. Sometimes I hate my players. Sometimes I love my players. I don't know, people. I don't know. Let's go backwards. Let's go backwards and see what's been going on. So, most of you guys already know that he's said certain things in his pre-match press conference for Burnley. A game, guys, where we have to win. We're going to talk about that game as well. Ruben has come out and says he admits, Ruben has admitted that he wanted to walk away from the job after Grimsby. This is what he said. Oh, I felt that after Grimsby, I don't feel that now. So the feeling that went through his head about leaving, he said it, well, he alluded to it. He's now had a couple of days. He's now calmed down and he's now coming out and saying, do you know what? I said it in the heat of the moment. I don't feel that way now. I don't feel like I wanted to leave now. I felt like I wanted to leave 2 days ago, but not now. Guys, what are we doing here? Because he's going to feel that way again and come out and say, I want to leave again. Should we, Manchester United, be held... What's the phrase I'm looking for? He's holding us almost hostage. In a way. Like, please don't threaten to leave again. Please don't leave us. It's like every time something bad happens, I'm leaving. I'm going to walk. And then Man United come, Wilcox and all these guys, please, Amrim, please don't leave. It's like that relationship there. I don't know about it, people. Anyway, he goes on to say, sometimes I want to quit. Sometimes I want to be here 20 years. I need to improve on that. He's acknowledging that he needs to improve. My thing is this, people. I don't need a manager that isn't emotional. I do need a manager that expresses himself and do all these things. Yes. It is okay for a human being to feel, right? It is okay for a human being to have emotions. It's okay for you to wake up one day and be like, fuck it. I don't want to go to work today. Fuck it. I hate my mum today. And then tomorrow I love my mum because she bought me a gift. It's okay for you to feel. But you don't need to verbalize it, especially if you're a leader and you're a manager. And it's okay to feel, but don't always act on it. Especially when you know the feeling is just an impulsive feeling. It's going to go away. It's temporary. Jose Mourinho could maybe get away with some of these things because Jose actually won some shit. And Jose had a way about him where he took the weight, he took the heat away from the players, and he did it in a way to distract and all of these things. He was smart with it. Jose was smart with it. This manager is just emotional. How many times has he said something and then had to come back and clarify and said he was sorry? He didn't mean it. I was angry. I was upset. I do not know if this is good. I do not know if any of you in your work context would like a leader, a manager, a CEO, whatever you want to call it, who is like that. I don't know people. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I looked left on my chat screen and I saw British Bulldogs say I had an 8-year marriage under those conditions. I'm trying to be serious and British Bulldog is making me laugh, bro. Um Oh man. Alright, let me see what the chat is saying. What are we saying? Yeah. Listen, let's back our manager now. He not had the full backing and the club is bobbins. Jerry says, I've had Frank any day. Yeah, he's had Frank any day after the job he's done at Brentford. Big up Milton. Do you think he will start to look at another tactic or stick to the tried? Jerry, this guy is sticking. This guy, my issue is, yeah, he's come in and he wants everything to change around him. He wants the club to change, this to change, that to change. But he also, I think, needs to evolve. You know, when it's like everything can't evolve around you and change, but you are just fixed as a manager and you never need to change. You also need to evolve too. You do as a manager. I don't think this manager is going to change much. I really don't, Jerry. Yeah, I read that the 8-year marriage under these conditions. Milton says it's probably worse to not look at penalties. At least watching it may have seen the United ones that going. Oh man, British Bulldog says Turk was just a joke, my friend. No, don't take me too seriously. Yeah. British Bulldog is definitely on banter. Osman, I don't need a manager to be stoic, but I'm just passionate. Emotional is a bad sign. He called squad's professionalism and quality into question. Is Osman comes with the quotes, bro. Is low. Sorry guys, let's go back to it's gonna fly. That's what I'm saying, Oz. I think you kind of also put the nail on the head. Like, he wants the absolute best. That's why I said he needs to also change. He wants all this from players. He wants the players to run. He wants the best from here, best from there. But then he's calling them, he's doing whatever he wants to do. And we're not getting the best from him. And he's like saying certain things 1 minute, which are really, really damaging. And then next minute saying, oh, oops. Haha, I don't mean it. That's not good. When you have a captain like Bruno Fernandes, because people talk about changing the culture of this club. When you have a captain who is emotionally unstable, like Bruno is, flinging his hands around, crying, missing penalties because he got touched by a ref. He's always been this way, Bruno. He's always been this way. And some of you, we saw it straight away. Some of us, we called it out. But because we're told that this is Bruno, it's what Bruno's like, we've accepted it. Bruno is an emotionally unstable human being as well. He plays football very erratically. Then we have a manager who is similar. I'm saying to you guys, that's not a good recipe. It's not a good recipe. You want to sell something to the players, right? You have to show consistency. I have to buy into what you're saying. You can't be unstable like this. We can't be bipolar, bro. Milton says it's probably worse to not look. Yeah, I read that. Read that. British Bulldog text. Yep. Jerry says, please don't leave. We can't afford the financial packet to get rid of you and your staff. And Osman says he's entitled to feel any such ways, but part of your job as an elite coach is to lead with your resolve and the things you say, not repeated public crash outs. Osman, that is what I'm saying. I'm not saying, because what people are trying to do, what people are trying to do is conflate the fact that he's allowed to have his feelings. Well, he's not allowed to have his feelings. We feel the same. Listen, we are fans. We are not paid to manage the biggest footballing, scrap that. We are not paid to manage the biggest sporting institution in the world. I'm not paid to do it. I am a fan. I can be emotional. And even as a fan, I encourage a chat to be objective rather than emotional. But I'm a fan. We're emotional. You are leading us. You are the face of Manchester United. You cannot at 1 minute allude to leaving, then say, I didn't want to leave. Then say 1 minute, I hate the players. And bro, the players are humans. They can hear you. They can hear you. They can see you. How does that translate to the training ground? Bro. I think Amram is being paid well, around 6.5. He must fill the role. He's a baby Fergie. Baba, new name in the chat. Everybody, big up Baba. I like the name Baba. What's Baba? Is Baba and something in what? Baba is dad in Turkish and in other in other languages as well. In some Nigerian languages, maybe I can't remember which one, but yeah, Baba. Big up Baba in the chat, people. Big up the chat. Big up Baba. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else. What else this guy is saying. So this is Kobe now. This is Kobe. Everybody, take a deep breath before we get into Kobe, because I know this is also. I've been online. I know some of you guys are not online. All right. I've understood this, and I've assumed some of you guys are online. I've assumed that some of you guys see certain things that you don't, and it was wrong of me to make those assumptions. I apologize. But online, it is crazy with regards to Kobe and how people feel and what people think. So this is the manager on Kobe. Before I give you my opinion, let's just see what he's saying. He said he needs to fight for his place, and we need Kobe. So that is not going to change. Have we got anything else on Amram and Kobe? So I don't think we got anything more on Kobe, do we? My thing with this, when regards to Kobe, is this: we are now playing properly. We're now playing one game a week. We could have played more if we advanced in the Carling Cup. The only thing we got left really is the league, one game a week, and maybe 1 or 2 FA Cup games before we get kicked out of that competition as well. Right? Cool. Bruno played almost every single game last year. And not only did he play almost every game last year, he played 90 minutes. We have seen Bruno play badly and still not get subbed. Right? Every player at Manchester United know this, including Kobe Mainoo. We act like what we can see as fans, the players don't know already in the changing rooms. We need to understand that whatever we know, the players know, and some. The players know what we know and more, right? So Kobe understands that Bruno is going to play every game. He's told that Bruno is his competition. He knows he's not going to play. If we are honest with ourselves as a fan base, we also know that Bruno is his pet, and we also know Kobe is not going to get much game time, especially if we play one game a week. So we know this. So if Kobe Mainoo comes out and says, I'm not going to play much, the manager doesn't really rate me, send me out on loan. I don't want to leave permanently. Just send me out on loan so I can get some game time, so I can play football, maybe get into the England squad. So I'm not going to play much here. I don't see much wrong with that. I understand from Kobe's perspective why he would want that. That's not hard to understand. So when I see online people say, shut up, Kobe, buckle down and work hard, I'm thinking, hold on a second. I think even if... So what are we doing? Are we now assuming that Kobe is not working hard? Are we now assuming that the reason why he's not getting picked, because the manager is saying that Kobe needs to buckle down and work hard? Some people now are taking that as Kobe doesn't work hard or doesn't work hard enough, and that's why he's not getting into the team. Shut up, Kobe, buckle down. You're not good in that sort of thing. And I can see slowly but surely the fan base turning on Kobe, saying that he's lazy, saying that he's money hungry. And I said this to you guys yesterday in yesterday's show that this will happen. Another manager trying to save face will turn the fan base on another player so we can hate the player. I'm no longer going to do these things. I'm no longer going to be hating players just because the fan base or the manager tells me to. I'm not going to do it anymore. So that's where I'm at, Kobe. Yeah, but I guess we're on Kobe. You put us on Kobe, so I don't know what else is there. So I don't know, people. Um, what's British Bulldog? If I was Kobe, I would be away from this club. Says British Bulldog. He obviously don't want to leave. He wants to go on loan instead of never playing. That's what I think, British Bulldog. I don't have a problem with that, British Bulldog. I really don't, baby. If he goes on loan, plays a lot, and his development goes up, it's a win-win for Man United, right, guys? He comes back next year, having played every game for West Ham or whoever he's playing for, a better player. He's not just sitting on the bench. I don't think there's anything wrong with that personally. Jerry says, why should he not want more money? He's at the club who give him money to crap players. He's only getting paid 20 grand a week. Right? So this is Thomas Tuchel on Kobe. Sometimes the changes in your club are not in your favour. He's just lacking minutes. I don't think he lacks anything else. I love that from Tuchel. I've said this many times. I'm not going to hate players who we want to get rid of just because we've changed the system. Let's just get rid of him. I don't need to hate the player. If we play with 2 midfielders and no longer play with 3, and therefore Kobe can't get into the system, for instance, and we have to sell him, I'm not going to hate him. Just sell him. Garnacho, that's different. His attitude's a bit weird, whatever. But essentially, Garnacho can't play in the 210s. We need to get rid of him. Rashford the same. As well as the cultural shift that we need, right? There's some players that we'll get rid of because they don't fit in our system, and that's it. That's it. There's no beef. Just get out. I'm not sure if that's the case with Kobe. I think he's young enough to continue to grow. I think he could develop. The physicality and the athleticism, which a lot of people talk about, he lacks. In a different system, it will work. If Xavi, for instance, came in to Man United and had Kobe Manu, Kobe would be fine. It depends on how the manager wants to play and how the manager sees the midfield. He bypasses the midfield, this manager. We know how he plays. We know. Anyway, Tuchel goes on to say he's on our list of players, but at the moment, he in his position, 6, 8, 10, in central midfield, we have players who are in full rhythm and who play key parts in their clubs, which is true. The Cole Palmers, all of these guys that he's competing with, they play regularly for their club. They do. So he's not going to get into the England squad if he doesn't play. He knows this. And he's not going to play many games. My question to the chat also is this. Man United are supposed to be building for the future, right? Wouldn't you play your future right now? If United are building for the future, why are we still starting a midfield of Casemiro and Bruno, who we all know is going to leave next summer? So we know that there's no future for either of those players, right? At the club. There's no longevity there. Shouldn't we be getting ready for the future? Shouldn't we just play Kobe anyway? Because he is the future. And just keep playing him. That's a question I have for the chat. Shouldn't we just do that? He makes mistakes. Keep playing him. Keep playing him. If we truly believe, this is the question. If we truly believe Kobe is going to take Bruno's spot eventually, why wait until next year? Why not play Kobe some games and then play Bruno some games? Why not play Kobe now and put Bruno on the bench since Kobe's the future? If we truly believe he is. That's the question. Why are we starting a midfield of Casemiro and Bruno who have no future here? They're not going to stay here past next year. So why are we doing that? Shouldn't we play in the future now and getting them embedded into the system, into the team? I don't know, people. Jerry says, make sure to take Palmer out of FPL. He's out injured. Yep. Oh, yeah. FPL. We need to keep an eye on our FPL as well, guys. All right. So Andy Mitten is also weighing in on the situation. And this is where I think we need to be careful, guys. This is where we need to be careful as a fan base. This is where things will start to shift. And this is where I think our community need to be smart. And Mitten's now coming out and he's saying that Manchester United's view is that Kobe Manu needs to work hard. fight for his place and prove his coach wrong. That is such a loaded phrase. And that is where all the hate towards Kobe is now coming from. First of all, he says he needs to work hard. So automatically you're thinking, so he's not currently working hard. Certain fans are now getting angry. Kobe's not working hard enough. Cool. Fight for his place. Fight for his place. Bruno will play even when Bruno is playing badly. If Kobe plays badly, Kobe will not start the next game. If Bruno plays badly, he'll keep starting. Bruno will not get dropped. Bruno gets a 0 out of 10, he will play. Bruno gets a 10 out of 10, he will play. There's no fighting for that place. There is no fighting for that Bruno plays. Bruno plays regardless. That is a disingenuous statement. So the working hard thing, I don't like it. As usual, everyone's late. Sancho, everyone's lazy. Fight for his place thing, disingenuous. And then prove his coach wrong. So you're implying that his coach doesn't rate him, right? You're implying that the coach, Amram, has negative thoughts, negative connotations regarding Kobe. So he needs to do these things to prove him wrong. This is where it starts, people. I want us to lock in right now. So in 2 weeks' time, people, please understand, in 3 weeks' time, when the fan base begins to zone in on Kobe, when they start to use him as a scapegoat for our failures, understand where it comes from, where it came from. This, just like the Sancho with Ten Hag, and Sancho saying, don't use me as a scapegoat, and then he blew up. Understand where the source of the Kobe hatred in the next year, if it manifests, understand where it starts from, and it's starting here. It is starting here. I'm just getting you guys ready for it. I'm getting you guys ready for it. So you know that on this channel, the wisdom channel, you will be filled with wisdom. So you'll know when shit is happening, and you'll be above shit when it does happen. So you'll be like, yeah. 2 weeks ago, we knew it was going to happen. We saw the environment. We felt it festering, and it's happened. So you guys can't say you weren't told. Let's see what the chat is saying. Osman says he feels for Mainu. He started a Euros final for England, age 19, and now he can't get a game nor a loan move. Oz, that's why I say, listen, as much as you want to dislike all the players, Garnacho's the same. Garnacho was told that he's the future of the club, the best winger, this and that. And then in an instant, you change manager, bring in Amram. He doesn't play with a winger. He plays with 2 10s. And all of a sudden, you go from being the future to now not even being needed at the club. You have to be in that player's shoes and understand the psychology that player has to face. It's not good. It's not good. So Osman is right. Ivan in the chat, another new face. Everybody big up Ivan. Ivan, I hope you are well, my guy. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. It's a decent community. I hope you stay, my guy. He says Amram out. The Amram out movement has started. Osman says the duality. Mainu wants to leave to get playtime, but United wants him to stay and fight for his place. Hoyland wants to stay and fight for his place, and the club gonna yeet him to Italy. Listen, Osman is explaining that juxtaposition. That Osman explaining the hypocrisy as well. That's a very good statement from Osman there. Very good statement. Jerome Woods in the chat. I think he's come with some breaking news. Jerome says Man United have just accepted a bid for Anthony. Sky Sports News. So since it's breaking news and Jerome has come with the information, let's go straight to that if we can find that information. Remember, guys, no fake news in the chat if possible. Let's see. Jerome, what's the fee, Jerome? What's the fee, Jerome? Yep, Jerome is right. Jerome came and gave us the breaking news. So it does look like, as being reported by Sky people, that United have accepted a bid from Real Betis permanent transfer for Anthony. I knew that they were Real Betis were trying to work on a shared ownership deal. That is something that I read, but I want to know what the nature of this deal is. Is it some sort of shared ownership? Is it a full permanent transfer, full ownership of the player? Yeah, I'll be very interested to find out what the breakdown of this deal is. But there you go, people. Anthony looks like he is gone. Garnacho has gone. Anthony looks like he's on the way. Højlund looks like he's also on the way out. Rashford, of course, as we know, is on loan at Barcelona. So we just really have Sancho and Malacia left of that bunch of players. All right. Apparently, Anthony hasn't agreed personal terms yet as well. So hopefully in the next few days, we will start to understand what that fee is. So big up Jerome in the chat for breaking that news live for us. Big up Ivan. Yeah, appreciate it. Need some wisdom. Yeah, man, this is a decent chat, bro. We talk differently to a lot of chats, man. So let me know what you think about Kobe, guys. I think I've made my feelings clear about Kobe. The manager's favoritism with regards to Bruno means Kobe is not going to have that much game time. I don't mind Kobe leaving to get game time. I don't mind. I mean, when I saw the manager put Mason Mount next to Bruno, I was like, yeah, this is insane. This guy's insane. So I'm with most of the chat with regards to that one. Amrim, this is where I stand on Amrim before we talk about the transfers, guys. Because I know you guys are always, okay, that's a lie. You guys don't always think this, but I don't want you guys to think I'm on the fence when it comes to Amrim. Before yesterday, I was 51% Amrim in, 49% Amrim out. I'm always teetering because I know that he doesn't have his midfield. I understand this. I understand it's a process. I understand all of these things. But in my mind, I'm always like, he should be doing better with what he currently has. You don't need Baleba and a new midfield to beat Grimsby. You actually don't. So I'm always trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, analyze what I see objectively in front of me. But I still got a bit of hopium and copium. You know, I want to give man time. I don't want 2 years, 1 year manager, 1 year manager. But then we could be given the wrong manager time. We have been given the wrong manager's time. Hence why we're now 15th. So I've gone from 51% Amrim in to 49% Amrim out, and it's flipped. I am now 51% I want the manager out, 49%. Do you know what? I still want to see what it looks like once he gets that midfield. I want to see what Amrin Ball looks like. But at the same time, I always talk myself out of it. I'm like, hold on a second. Shouldn't I right now have seen Amrin Ball already? Why does he need the specific detailed type of player just to see any football play? Why? And then when I see all this emotional stuff, when I see him not looking at the penalties, when I see how emotionally unstable he is, I'm like, no. I'm struggling to see a way out of this, while at the same time acknowledging that Manchester United cannot find consistency if they keep changing their philosophy and changing the manager every year. A new manager comes in with a different philosophy, a different way of playing. He tries to implement it all over again. 4-3-3. Then another manager comes in the next year, tries to do 3-5-3. Those numbers don't add up. But you get my point. How do you develop? How do you get there? So I'm always in two minds when it comes to Amrim. But right now I'm 51% out, Amrim out, 49%. Do you know what? Leave him alone. That's where I'm at right now. And until I see things, because most of the 49%, Most of that 49% is not anything I've seen objectively. It's hope. I'm willing to break it down. I'm 51% Amram out because I have objectively seen with my eyes things that I do not like and do not want to see and do not think will contribute positively to Man United. That 49% is based on what he did at Sporting, which I'm still yet to see here at Man United, and the fact that I don't want another manager coming in after 1 year, the fact that I want continuity, and the fact that he hasn't been given his midfielders. All of these things makes me feel like, do you know what? Getting rid of him right now might not be the best thing to do. So I'm 51-49. That is where I am. If they're going to use him, then he stays, obviously. British Bulldog, a question I have for you, bro. Do you think he's going to be used? There's 38 games in a Premier League season, all right? Yeah? Wait. Yeah, 38 games. I can see Bruno playing 90 minutes in every one of those games, bro. That's the problem. That's the problem. Bruno's never injured. He's always fit. He can play 90 minutes every week. Listen, Bruno last season was playing 90 minutes on a Sunday, 90 minutes on a Thursday, then 90 minutes on a Sunday. Then he was doing that last season. So what makes you feel like he's not going to do it once a week? And the fact of the matter is, both Bruno and Casemiro are only here playing for Manchester United this year because of the World Cup. Casemiro will leave next year and go to a different club. So he knows there's no future for him here. And Bruno the same. They're not fighting for the badge. They're not playing for the badge. They're both playing so they can get into the World Cup squad. Otherwise, they both would have left. Casemiro would have left to Saudi and Bruno would have left to Saudi. Kobe's actually a Manchester lad who wants to play and help Manchester United. Anyway, let's see what the chat is saying. Ivan says, so how's the vibes on this channel? We still back in the gaffer? Ivan, I'm not going to lie, everyone's their own. I have my opinion and I'll speak to you guys. And if you're backing the manager, you can back the manager. You have your reasons. I'll explain my reasons. And I'll try to, explain my position, bro. And that's it. Like, I'm not going to kill nobody who likes the manager, bro. That's not, this channel, we're going to have loads of opinions. But as long as you can explain your opinion and it's coming from a logical place, I don't care. So you could be Amram in, bro. But if you are, I would love to hear why. For me, why is more important than what. Why you think the way you think is more important than what you think often. That's me. That's the channel. So, but big up though, Ivan. Let me know what you're thinking though, Ivan. Let me know, man. Let me read what you're saying though. I get what you mean, bro. But personally, I feel you don't have to pick a side and stick to it. I'm Amram out right now, but it doesn't mean he can't change my opinion. But right now, we're getting worse. That's where I'm at, Ivan. And you're right. That's good. I agree with you. You can right now, based on information that you're seeing right now, think he should go. But if you're presented with new information in a month's time, I don't know, we win 5 games in a row, you start to see something, then you might change your opinion. Don't let anyone tell you that you're a flip-flop and all that stuff. Leave that to Twitter. You have a brain so you can change your opinion. And if new information is there, you can change your opinion. Your opinions aren't facts. It's just an opinion, bro. So I feel you on that one. Right now, based on what I'm seeing, I need to be more convinced by Amram. I'm not. So I'm leading to Amram out. But I'm not. Hence why I said percentage. The reason why I quantified and qualified my answer is because it's not black and white. If you start winning a few games, it might go back the other way. It might be 52% Amram in and 47% Amram out. I like to qualify and quantify because it's not black and white. It's a spectrum. It's how I feel, right? And it should be the same for you guys. The problem is the fan base want you to make a decision, stick with your decision and never change your mind. And if you do, it's like this side, or you're Amram out and you're over there, you're Amram in and you're manager out and you're all of these. We like to create boxes. We like to create sides. We like to look at things black and white. On this channel, I always encourage everybody, listen, we can still do that if you want. But on this channel, we do the nuance. We look at the grey area. Nuance, grey areas make people feel uncomfortable. It's not an easy answer. It's not just one answer, fix all. Scapegoats are good because scapegoats give you one person to fire all your anger and hatred on. If the answer is multiple, is very varied, we can't compute it. As humans, we find it hard. We like to hone in on one thing. So, nuance, bro. Nuance. Big up Adieri in the chat. Hi, Chosen Wisdom. How are you? What mate doing his medical? Oh, Balaji. Big up Balaji, bro. I didn't see you there, man. My bad, Balaji J Style. We are just losing our what of. I'm not quite sure what you mean there. But yeah, big up Adieri. He's saying that Walt May is doing the medical at Newcastle now. Adieri in the chat. Big up Adieri. Ivan. Medjugorje gonna look like Messi tomorrow. Oh my gosh. If we do not beat Burnley tomorrow, oh my gosh, guys. It's gonna be, anyway, it might be biblical, guys. It might be thunder and hailstones. Literally. Ivan says, but also he wanted to keep Bruno and play him in a pivot, so he better make it work. That's what people need to understand. Tell them, Ivan, tell them. He begged to keep Bruno. He wanted to keep Bruno while telling flipping Kobe. This is how it's messed up. He forced Bruno to stay, wanted to keep him, still made him captain to play him in a double pivot while telling Kobe to work hard for and fight for his place. Huh? Listen, all I'm saying, yeah, do not buy into the Kobe hate. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to be turning on Kobe Manu because of the manager. Let's try not to do that. Let's be above that. That's all I'm saying, people. Big up Shivam, motherfucking Shivam in the motherfucking chat. You motherfucker. Now, big up Shivam, bro. Big up, man. Yes, but not as much as he should be. Oh, Bolaji. Amram's system is not sweet. He fights all the players that can even carry the team. So yeah, I mean, I hear you, Bolaji. Sorry, Bolaji. Amram needs to be careful because as much as people are like, he's just being emotional, it's fine. I keep saying the players can hear this. So when you said sometimes I hate my players, sometimes I love my players, the players are like, So if I put in a bad performance, you hate me. I know English is not his first language as well. Let's also caveat that. But come on, man, you gotta fill your team with confidence, man. And the system. One thing I want to ask you guys is, listen, I understand the system fully. I do. Is getting Baleba and Wharton going to fundamentally change us that much? Is it? Shivam said we crossed. Yes, Shivam. 500. Now the target is 1K. Yes, people, the new target is 1K. Smash the like, everybody, on entry. It helps with the algorithm. Us new channels, YouTube ain't a friend. YouTube won't really push us until it feels like it has to push the channel. So big up the chat. Shivam says, what's up with Anthony? Yo, Shivam, there's been update on Anthony. He looks like he is going. Shivam, if you haven't been told, Manchester United have accepted a bid for Anthony. Let me get it up for you if I can. But either way, Shivam, don't worry about Anthony. It does look like Anthony is leaving. There you go. Anyway, so TK, big up TK in the chat, everybody. One of the daddies in the chat, TK. Grandfather TK, what am to you, man? We are always late, TK. Every day you're late, man. What am to you? But TK is 6 hours behind. So, or 8 hours behind. So he's technically a time traveler. Milton says both of them, Bruno and Casemiro, head the wages paid table. It is still one of the highest wages around. The return to the club is completely underwhelming. Milton, big up Milton. These guys get paid the most, but is the return for how much they get paid, is it up there? Why aren't people putting pressure on Bruno as much as anyone else? Because Bruno gets paid over 300 grand. So that's what Milton is saying. Kobe gets paid 20 grand a week. The return is better. I do investments. I do risk and return. You know, Kobe, low risk, decent return. Right? That's the kind of investment that is. Right? That's more, that's bonds. That's government bonds, gilts. Yeah? Flipping Casemiro and flipping Bruno are flipping high risk equities. You know, that's what they are. Flipping Casemiro and Bruno double pivot. What the hell are we doing in 2025, people? What are we doing? Shivam says, I will never accept RB offer. Oh, Haaland will never accept RB offer. We want max money for our players, and these undeserving, ungrateful players don't let us get the money in. Says Shivam. TK says, BB Milton, Turk Wiz, Shivam, everyone else, a very happy Friday to all. Yes, TK, big up TK people. Tom Wright, that's a new name I haven't seen in the chat. Everyone big up Tom Wright. Make sure he stays, make sure he smashes the like, and make sure he subscribes. Subscribe, Tom, subscribe. You know you want to. You know them dumb adverts, you know you want to. No, you know you want to. I always right though, Tom. Are you always right? That's the question. How much is the fee for Anthony? Tom, you are asking the right question. That's the question I have asked. I haven't seen it being reported yet, the fee. I haven't seen it being reported yet, so I cannot give you that fact. I believe it's in a region of 20 to 30 sort of million sort of euros, but I don't know. I don't know yet. We're still waiting for that information, people. It might even be undisclosed, you know. It might even be undisclosed, but yeah, I'm waiting for the breakdown of the Anthony deal. That's what I'm waiting for as well, people. Yeah. There's no offer. There's no monies. We just know that Man United have accepted an offer from Betis for Anthony. And now Anthony is now in the process of doing the personal stuff and agreeing personal terms. Nobody is actually reporting on the fee. So I don't know if we're still going to do this let's own him together business. Let's own him together. Or I read somewhere that it's going to be 20 million euros now this year, then another 5 million next year until they finally own him. So we don't know yet, guys. We don't know. We will wait. Unless you guys, one of you guys know, but the information that I have in front of me is not telling me anything about the fee, people. TK says 25 million euros, including a 50% sell-on fee. So, all right, there are some people reporting on something, but that's ABC De Silva. That's not De Sevilla. We're not going to get 40 M's for Anthony Shivam. We're not. You guys, these guys who are going with like 2 or 3 days left of the window, please, guys. I know how annoying it is not to get money and not to get big money for these guys, but we're not going to. Even though the window in other countries does close later, and I think the rules are we can sell to other countries and loan to other countries, but we just can't buy. So even if the window closes, as long as the country that is buying our players, as long as their window is still open, they can still buy our players. That's what I believe. Please, guys, tell me if I'm wrong. I think I'm right. Yeah, I think I'm right. So yeah, guys, Anthony looks like he is going. I think the only 2 out of the bomb squad that might stay, and even Sancho might go. We don't know. Like I said, windows stay open in other countries. So the Sancho thing, you know, there we go. A number of clubs are in talks with Jadon Sancho's representatives over a loan deal. United want to do a permanent deal, but accept a loan is more likely if he's to leave. Roma have been pushing hard to sign him, but Sancho wanted to explore other options. A potential move there cannot be totally ruled out. Also, interest from Turkey and Saudi Arabia. Their windows close on September 11th and September 10th, respectively. I think you guys, I don't want to give always my opinion on Sancho. Sometimes I just want to give you guys the facts and move on. But that's just the facts. Let's move on. I'm just going to be negative if I talk about this. So that's it. So he might be the last one left. Him and Malacia. Malacia's flied under the radar, guys. Nobody's talking about Malacia. Not one journalist has mentioned Malacia going anywhere. Malacia is that one person in the bomb squad that he's just flown under the radar, hasn't he? TK says we need to sell Anthony on a permanent, no loan deals, as he might just get injured. Take the money and cut our losses. Tom Wright says just subscribe. Everyone, big up Tom Wright for subscribing. Big up Tom. Big up. We do watch alongs. We do shows like this. We will start to do other shows with other content creators as well. Post-match reactions. I try to do my tactical. No. Let me just say it again. I do tactical analysis videos. So hopefully it's a different kind of channel, bro. I always encourage people to just express themselves, and I always try to. I'm not perfect. Try to understand people's perspectives. I try. Keyword: try. Big up Jerome. Big up Tom Wright for subscribing and supporting Wisdom. Yeah, I thought this was a Sancho free zone. we got to talk about the news, bro. TK, we have to. All right. Bolaji, to me, I want us to keep Kobe. I think if he gets playing time, he is a better player for us. Imagine Bruno right now is playing a bad game. Yeah, that's the thing. Bruno, and then people say Bruno has to stay on because Bruno can do something out of nothing and Bruno can save us. So even if Bruno's playing badly, the manager doesn't want to take him off because of that. So it's like Kobe is in a situation where, listen, what you guys also need to understand is clubs lie. Clubs lie. And that's why I refuse to always and automatically take the side of the club and to automatically take the side of the manager. Do you know how many players are brought in under false pretenses? Do you know how many players you ring a player and you say, listen, I'm going to come play for me. I'm going to make you the center of the team. I'm going to do this, do that. And then you walk in, the manager that called you gets fired. So you sign a contract to play for the manager that loves you. You walk in, after 2 matches, that manager gets fired, right? A new manager comes in, you don't play anymore. And you just sign a 5-year contract. So what do? People don't understand about these things. It's not black and white. Clubs lie. In order to get people into Manchester United Football Club, we have to sell them a project. We have to say things like, we're going to win the league in 2 years. So come and play here. We're not winning no damn fucking league in no 2 years. We are not. But we're going to lie to Sesko. We're going to lie to Cunha. And we're going to listen, we're going to win the league in 2 years. Come play for us. Clubs lie, bro. They have to. They have to. How many times, have I been sold a dream about a job, saying this is the best place to work for. We do this, we do that. And I step foot into that company and I'm like, whoa, you guys don't even have running water in your kitchen. You don't even have a kettle. You don't even have a coffee machine. What the hell? Really? So that kind of stuff happens, people. It happens. So Kobe could be sold a dream. Like, Kobe plays for Man United. He sees what he sees. So the manager saying, listen, you are the future, but I'm going to play Bruno every minute of every game for this year. One's words, but the actions speak louder than the words that Kobe's been sold. You know? You like. The Scouse, you like. I've got to go to Scouse accent. No, that's rubbish. Wait, hold on. Scouse. Wait, I fell out of it. I had a Scouse. You got the ha ha ha. You got the Jamie Carragher. When you do Scouse accent, you got Jamie Carragher. Raw, bro. People are gonna think I am a weirdo. It's okay. We're all weird, man. We're all weird in our own ways, man. It's all right, guys. Adieri, I chose him. He's actually go to Liverpool now. Yep, Adieri. I'll be very surprised if Isak doesn't end up at Liverpool, guys. I think he will end up at Liverpool. I think so. Yeah. Choose try. Scamcho. Scamcho. That's funny. Scamcho. Yeah, where's Train? The Grimsby. Listen. Train, big up Train for coming in the chat and speaking his thing yesterday, because he was chatting yesterday and I couldn't even say nothing back to him. And he was the 500th subscriber, so big up Train. Shivam says, everyone, as Wiz said, he does an amazing tactical analysis video, but did not do for Grimsby game, as we had no tactics in that game. Just shitload of individual getting rammed. Oh man. Oh shit, Shabam. Well, that kind of rhymes. Shit, Shabam. No, let's not yeah, let's not do that. But that's funny, bro. That's funny, bro. But you're right, bro. Like in order for me to sit down here and do my tactical analysis videos, it means I have to rewatch the match. And I will do more, of course I will. Because I think those videos do well. Let's look at the video right now. Let's see what it's got. How many views does it have? 2,000. So this video's got 2,000 views, guys. Listen, that's a good thing for me. For someone like me, a little YouTuber with a very big mouth and a big heart, getting 2,000 views is on a tactical analysis video is decent, you know. It is decent. So if anything, I get more views on the tactical analysis than sometimes on anything else. That's very interesting. Anyway, guys, I was never going to do a tactical analysis video on Grimsby. Never. You crazy mother. I was not going to sit there and rewatch the match, first and foremost, and sit there and watch Onana fly like Superman, mispunch the ball, and all of these things, and get angry. No. So the Burnley game, hopefully the Burnley game, listen, if we can't beat Burnley, guys, I'm going to have to slap somebody. I'm going to have to go and slap an old woman, a random old woman. No, I'm joking, guys. Let's not I just have to go and slap somebody, you know, like Friday after next. But yeah, we have to beat Burnley, guys. We have to talk about Burnley now and the game tomorrow, 3 o'clock kickoff. So you guys, I'll be watching it live, 3 o'clock, and I'll be doing a watch along. And you guys have got to tell me about this Burnley game, guys, because if we do not beat Burnley, what are we saying, people? Are we being drastic? Because we didn't beat Grimsby and we lost to Grimsby and nothing happened, right? And that's worse. Losing to Grimsby is worse than losing to Tottenham. So what are we saying? If we lose to Burnley, what happens? International break. They're not going to fire him. I guess we just lose to. If we lose to Burnley, I guess we just lose to Burnley, and that's it, right? I don't know. What happens if you lose to Burnley? Shivam says Kobe started playing as a 6 under Ten Hag. Now he wants Bruno's place. We don't have no 8 and 6 in our team. It's just 2 CMs who play as a pivot. If you can't be better than Cass and Ugarte, bye. All right, that's Shivam's opinion. Milton says the Premier League is fast paced and defenses can be hard to break down at times. That's why assists are very important. Those who provide are very important. Shivam says we're going to burn Burnley for... Shivam, please. Shivam, don't do this. Don't do this, Shivam. I beg you, Shivam. Don't be saying we're going to beat Burnley 4-0. Don't. I'm not even on that. I'm not hearing it, Shivam. I'm not even like that anymore. I think TK's got to me. I think TK's pessimism when it comes to results and what I've seen with my eyes now, the faith, no, come on. 4-0. I think Burnley 1-0. 1-0 or 2-1 Burnley. There you go. I'm gonna go into the Burnley game pessimistic. I'm gonna do the opposite. Rather than be optimistic and then get disappointed by the loss or the performance, I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna go in with the least amount of expectations as possible. So I'm gonna go in expecting to draw or lose. So if we do win, I'm gonna be happy. I'm going to do that to manage my flipping mental health and to just manage my damn expectations. Yeah. So I'm going with a 1-0 or 2-1 Burnley win. That's what I'm going with. CK says superhero. No, more like handyman from from In Living Color comedy show of the past. The one with Eddie Murphy and not Eddie Murphy. Living Color. Yeah, but I remember Living Color. The TV show, the comedy sketch show. Yeah. With Jim Carrey and them, all them man there. Yeah. And the Wayans brothers. All right. Shivam says, if you lose against Burnley, I want to see Dallo taking the place of T-Lady. TK says 1-1 draw. He says, you're learning, Wiz. Let me lead you towards the light. Please, TK. Please, bro. Let me just manage my brain so my head doesn't get hot. Let me just... Listen, I like to say, we say what we see and not just how we feel. And now I'm just going to say what I see. We're not a good team. And a draw... Listen, if we beat Burnley and score 2 goals, I'll be happy. But based on how we're playing, I can see a draw. All right. This team is not going to be the team that plays against Burnley. I think the fact that Kobe's not going to start. So let's change Kobe to Cass. He'll go back to the Casemiro. He has to. I think he will go back to Cass. Go back to the team. Don't be... All right, cool. And take out Sesko and put him Mount. If you guys think Sesko's starting, you guys ain't learning. And also Sesko apparently has cramp. So let's put Mount back there. And Shaw for heaven. As long as Shaw's not injured, he might start. And buy in there for Heaton. No. He's not playing Heaton. Heaton is not touching the football pitch this season. He's not. That is going to be the team that plays against Burnley. I would be surprised. Listen, I wouldn't even be surprised if Dallo starts for Ahmad. I wouldn't be surprised, guys. Cunha will be up front. Mount will be on the left. He will start this team. He will. Shivam says, also, I want to see Mbumo playing at right wing back and Mount next to Cunha and Sesko up top. Shivam, I've said this before. When a lot of people think Mbumo is a 10, a right 10, he's not. Mbumo is a right-sided forward who can drift in just like Salah and score on his left foot. It does not make him an inside forward. Ahmad has more of the ability to play that role than Mbumo. When Mbumo started hogging the touchline, we actually played better. If we're going to play with this same formation, Shivam, we need to change the way the 10s operate. The way that Garnacho went out wide, right, when he played that 10 role and he held the wing, while Dallo as the wing back or whoever was playing with Garnacho had to go inside. That's how we're going to have to play this role. We're going to have Mbumo, hold the width like he likes to do, while Ahmad, the right wing back, has to make that inside run. The issue with that, though, is that Mbumo wants to run inside too. So has got the ball on the wings. He wants to run inside, but Ahmad's inside. Neither Ahmad or Mbumo really want to use their left foot and go down the outside. One of the footballers that uses their left foot and goes down the outside, one footballer that does that really well is Saka. Saka is left-footed, right? But when he plays on the right-hand side, he shields the ball very well because the ball is, he dribbles with the inside of his foot, inside of his left foot. So if you tackle Saka from the left-hand side, you have to foul him. That's why he gets fouled so much. Saka's able to go down the outside while dribbling with his left foot. I need Ahmad and Mbumo to just go down the outside. One of them. The issue is both of them want to step inside and shoot. Both of them have the same sort of mentality and the same kind of mind. And I need them to build up a relationship. So if you go right, I go left. If I take this space, you take the other space. That's what we need. We need the synergy. I keep saying this over and over again. The manager needs to get the players together and the players need to talk. Okay, Mbumo, when you make that run, I'm going to do this. Remember, I'm going to go inside. We need the players to build relationships with each other. I don't see that yet. I really don't, people. Before Mbumo came, we were all waiting with anticipation about Mbumo and Ahmad link up. We were saying that it was going to be like flipping thunder and lightning. It was going to be just magic. Yeah. So far, guys, let's be honest, it hasn't popped off. It isn't firing. It's still early days, but they just need to take their time and understand each other's game. Anyway, take out Ahmad and put in Mount as a right wing back. TK. In 2006, a Man United team with Rooney and Ronaldo lost 1-0 to Southend United in the Cup. This week, y'all lost to Grimsby Town. Tom Heaton was on the bench in both games. Heaton is the curse. Oz, how the hell did you... Oz, how did you find that stat, bro? That's wild. How did Osman find that random stat? Heaton was on the bench for both of those games that Osman just said. 20 years ago. So, let's use Heaton. Let's use Heaton as a scapegoat, people. So let's all go online and talk about how rubbish Heaton is and talk about, Heaton needs to leave. Because clearly Heaton is the problem here. If Heaton wasn't on the bench, we wouldn't have lost. That's clear from Osman's. I'm joking. One last thing as well, guys. Is it me, yeah? When Xerxes came on the pitch, when my guy Xerxes came on the pitch, I know we still lost the match, but the way he controlled the ball, the way he dropped deep, the way he was muscling players to get off me, his strength, I'm like, bro, start Xerxes. I don't understand what we are doing. Xerxes is our best striker still today. Like, I don't understand, bro. Like, play Xerxes. When he came on the pitch, he oozed quality. His first touch, 30. Then he shifted the ball left and he passed the ball right and everything was just crisp about what he was doing. I was like, straight away, the quality of Xerxes, you can tell he was a quality above everyone else around him when he came on the pitch. And I'm thinking, why can't the manager see what we see in Xerxes? Why can't the manager just play Xerxes? Just play him. He's good. He's really, really good, bro. Like, Benjamin Sesko's wearing number 30. If you don't want to make the same mistake with Højlund, play Xerxes. He's a senior striker, or at least the more senior striker. He's got the experience in the Premier League 1 year playing here. Start him, then bring on Sesko. If you want to protect Sesko, do that. I'm telling you, I'd rather see Xerxes up front than Cunha. So High chosen wisdom. How you Larson Wisa £70 million deal and add-ons a Wisa deal for Newcastle United now, says Adieri. Shivam says I couldn't hear anything about Heaton. He's in the leadership squad. What? Shivam, is Heaton really in the leadership squad? Is he really? Yeah, guys. If Heaton is in the leadership squad, I don't know, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I think Shivam is right. He is. I mean, we're trying to change a culture of the football club, and the leadership squad has Dallo and Bruno in it. Yeah. Milton corrected me. He said it's not 20 years ago. It's 19 years ago. You know the ones where I knew it was 19, but I rounded up to 20 because. But Milton said no, no chosen. It's 19, 19 years. I hate Milton. All right, guys. All right, guys. Fabrizio Romano, guys. Fabrizio Romano. All right, guys. All right, here. Last few minutes, it looks like it's getting closer, people. As you can see on your screen, I've put the tweet in front of you so you see it from the horse's mouth. Let me get this properly formatted. Anyway, either way, there you go, people. I'm putting a whole tweet on screen for you. There you go, formatted in the right place so you guys can see. So you can see. This is done almost, I think. Man United and Real Betis are now in agreement on a permanent deal for Anthony. He can travel for the medical, but an agreement between Anthony and Betis is still pending. I think, yes, the fee and all these things, we don't know, but I think we can stop worrying about Anthony now. The rumours are it's going to be around 20 million euros. Those are the rumours. Or 20 million pounds. I don't know which one. It could be 20 million pounds, which is about 22 million euros. I think we can now stop worrying about Anthony, stop worrying about Højlund and the likes of Garnacho leaving, because those three for sure have and will be gone. So that's it. TK says the lineup you have up now is decent. Put Heaton in and lose that lose that goalkeeper. United go up 1 and then we bring on Sesko from the counter and speed to get another goal. But hey, I'm no manager. Yeah, see, I don't mind this lineup. Let's start Xerxes. I've seen enough. We saw Xerxes towards the end of last season. His quality is just undoubted. It's undoubted now. And I still think right now he's the best striker that we have at the club. Sesko has a high ceiling. His height, Sesko could be anything. But right now, I trust Xerxes. I haven't seen a lot of Sesko. I've seen 90 minutes yesterday, on Wednesday, and about 45 minutes in total over 2 games. I've seen Xerxes play game after game after game. I trust him. Start Xerxes. You know, you guys say what? Put Mbumo as right wing back. Start Mount and Cunha. There you go. That's not too bad. I don't think that's too bad. And I've said many times, Mbumo played right wing back for Brentford. He can do it, and I think he should do it for Man United. Why not? Why not, guys? Why not? So Shivam says this current lineup on board looks great, but Amrin won't pick it. Oh, man, Amrin. I just want to shake him. Come on, Amrin, just do the right thing. Start Xerxes. Imagine Xerxes, Cunha, Xerxes, Mount. Oh, man. It will be sick. Then Mbumo as a flipping right wing back, drifting in. Man. Come on, guys. Come on. Milton says, can we check Fabrizio bank statements to see who's paying him? Remember the £19 you owe me? Send me 20. Who, me, British Bulldog? Oh, oh, I'm just, I'm a bit baffled. I'm a bit slow, people. The revolving chair is off. I feel amazing. We need his wages out of our books and get some pounders as well. So yeah, guys, it looks like. Listen, I'm never gonna be one of those guys here who overly cared about how much we got for these players. Like, I know it matters, and I know the club want to recoup money so they can reinvest into the squad. But as a fan, I don't overly care how much we get for these players. It matters, but I'm not gonna lose sleep on selling these players for cheap because at the end of the day, it's the club's mistake, the club's error, not mine. I had nothing to do with it. So that's how I see it. Mbuma was involved more in the game and Xerxes looked good. Xerxes looked good when he came on, bro. We need to see Xerxes start the games now. I'm done. I'm done with this. So there you have it, guys. That's my team. I think we started off with the team the manager will play. So this team right here, if we can swap Cunha for Mount if you want, but this team right here is going to be the team that starts, or very close to the team that starts. I think we can all agree. The manager doesn't really change, and he's not going to right now. And of course, you've seen my team, the team that I might start with. I might still put Heaven in for sure, maybe, but that's my team right now. So that's it, guys. It's been a good show, a very good show. I've learned a lot from you guys, and that's why I say it's always good, yeah, to have like opinions that I can look at, that I can read, having a community that we can talk with. Because if you're just sitting at home with your own opinions and don't verbalize them with other people and communicate with other people, you're just some isolated person with some isolated opinion that's not real. Like, it's good to understand what other people are thinking. And also, it's about tolerance. Some people can't tolerate other opinions. They just get angry hearing other people's opinions. If someone else is Amram out or Amram in, I'm not going to get angry. I'm not going to call you a traitor. I'm not going to call you a fake fan. If you're Amram out, you're going to have reasons and you're going to explain it, and your reasons are your reasons. As for me, as long as they're based in some sort of objectivity, then I'm good. I'm good. So it is what it is, people. Big up the chat as always before we go. Big up Milk Shivam. Let's see what Shivam said. Where's any news on the new CMs? Bro, I'm not going to lie. Anybody who is thinking or hoping we get a midfielder in over the next 3 days, guys, that is hopium. That's hopium. Like, unless we have been working on a deal over the last 2 weeks that nobody knows about, and we advanced in that deal, and it's been silently done, ninja style, like I keep saying, Metal Gear Solid, Splinter Cell, just doing our thing. Unless we've got somebody that we've been tapping up for the last 2 weeks, and so we can get a deal done very quickly over the next 3 or 4 days. Yeah, but guys, we're not getting another midfielder in. Like, we're just about managing to get Lemens over the line before deadline day. That Lemens goalkeeper situation will probably happen in the next 2 days. And we're just about getting that over the line. I cannot see Manchester United buying another midfielder. Plus, United, we want to get the players that we think are going to be here for 10 years. We don't want stopgaps. We don't want to go and get a player that we might sell again in another year. That has been the message from the board all the way down. So it's Baleba or nothing. It's Wharton or nothing. Like, we are going for our first targets, and we're not really interested in our second or third targets. That's what it seems like it's going to be. So, guys, unfortunately, I do not believe or think, and I haven't been told, the Baleba stuff, I was told that we're looking at him. I've not been told about any other midfielder. So there is news though. I'm gonna put it on screen as well for you guys. But there is news that United are working and they're gonna have to say this. Let me reformat this stuff. But there is news that we are working on midfield targets. I mean, Indicalia, as you can see, I'm gonna try to put it on screen for you. The tweet. Indicalia have said that Manchester United are working around the clock to identify midfielders, but we could just use our sense, guys. We've got 3 days left, right, of the transfer window. What are the chances of us identifying a midfielder? Because apparently we haven't identified one. We're working around the clock to identify one. So we've got to identify one, then approach them, then no. That's not happening. Wiz, keep walking towards the light. Follow the sound of my voice. No, ATK, bro. It sounds like this is it Quiet Place? What's that place called? The Quiet Place, or the one with the Bird Box or something with Sandra Bullock, where they can't see nothing. That's what that's what came to my mind anyway when TK is like, Wiz, just follow the sound of my voice. Just be led by me. Yeah, I've been Le Mans. All right, what's happened with Le Mans? This is what's happening with Le Mans, guys. And I told you this was going to happen, and it's happened all summer. We came in thinking he was going to cost a certain amount, right? They said, give us 21 million euros or whatever. We said, cool, let's go get him. Soon as we started talking to these guys and started getting further and further into the deal, closer into the deal, just like the Mbumo situation, these motherfuckers have said, give us 26 million for him. And we're like, hold on a second. Why are you doing this, man? You said he was 21 million and now you're increasing the fee on us because you know that we want him and you're taking the piss. So the reason why this deal hasn't been done yet is because the selling club is taking the piss as they do and is increasing the fee. Their demand for the player has increased. And we're just thinking, we're trying to stand firm. We're trying to stand firm while at the same time acknowledge the fact that we need another goalkeeper. Also, guys, I did report that United ideally do not want 4 goalkeepers in their squad. They do not want to go into a season where we're only playing 1 game a week and have 4 goalkeepers. One of the reasons why I said we weren't going to get one earlier on is because we have 3, and in order to get one, we need to get rid of one of them. We're not going to get rid of any of our goalkeepers. So we're going to have 4. That's crazy. That's not good, guys. It's not good business strategy. It's not good anything. So it is what it is. Shivam says, after how many weeks do you think Chelsea will come and tell United that they robbed us? Bro, it might take a while, Shivam, because I don't think Garnacho is going to even play for a while. It might take a while. Hopefully it does. You know, the ones when you get sent something and you don't open the package for like a month. Hopefully that's the situation. They have him, they don't play him for like a month. They don't know what they got until they play him and they're like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. So don't open the package. Leave it wrapped up, Garnacho, for about 2 months and then play him. And then they'll say, oh my God. But do you know what, Shivam? I also feel like, as much as I don't rate Garnacho, and this is where I got to take my personal feelings out of the way about how he's conducted himself and all these things. I got put that to the side, right? I've always said another team could get something from this guy. I don't rate him that highly, but someone else could harness this guy and get something out of Garnacho. I hope it's not Chelsea. I really do. Because there's something about, I've said this before, I think Garnacho is going to Chelsea to spite Man United. He wants to score a goal past us in the Premier League, playing for Chelsea, and run to that corner flag. He wants to do that. I think he's a child, Garnacho. I think he's been a bit spiteful with the whole Chelsea thing. So we'll see. We'll see about Garnacho. Good luck to him in a way, but at the same time, he's playing for our rivals. So I don't want him to be successful, not because I'm spiteful. I don't want him to be successful because if he's successful, it means Chelsea are. I still wish him luck you know, as a human being. So good luck to you. Good luck to all the bomb squad. Big up the chat. Big up Shivam. Always. Big up TK Milton, British Bulldog. Adieri, Oz, Celtistic, of course, Turkish, who is the one and only mod that we have. We don't need more than one mod. It's still a small channel, but guys, I'm gonna say that once, well, let's talk about Chester, yeah. Once the channel gets bigger, not if, we're probably gonna need more mods. So it's not a conversation for us to have right now, but eventually I might start having conversations with a few people in the channel to see if they want to be mods very, very soon once we as we continue to grow as well. So big up Balaji in the chat as well. Ivan, big up Ivan, big up all the new subscribers. Baba in the chat, Jerry who jumped in before, and Tom as well. If you're new, as I've said before, just subscribe. It's a new channel. We are growing very quickly. The match is 3 p.m. tomorrow. I'm going to start my watch along about 15 minutes early. You know me, I don't need some hour before the game. So the watch along will start at about 2:45. I'll be watching the game with you guys. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you're here tomorrow to watch us beat Burnley. Come on, United. Come on, you fucking idiots. Win for once, please. Please. Shivam says, are we dragging the Le Mans deal so that we can have an excuse for not getting the CM? If we are doing that, Shivam, that's not an excuse to not getting a CM. Like we've had all like summer to get a CM, and that wouldn't even make sense to me if the club tried to spin that, because you're right, the club might try to spin it that way, but I don't think the club could. I don't think the fans will allow it. The fans will not have that. We couldn't get a midfielder on because, yeah, I can't see that being an excuse. And if they even try to use it, it's not gonna fly, bro. I can't see it flying. Like, I can't. What's the pay structure for a mod? Good question. Huh? Yep, that's it. Get paid in Jammy Dodgers. Listen, I'm not even monetized yet. I don't get monetized until I'm like 1,000 subscribers. I believe, and even then, you gotta have 4,000 watch hours or something. And even then, when you look at the money that you get for like, it's pennies, bro. Like, in order to get money from YouTube, yeah, you need, yeah, I think about 50,000 minimum subscribers. You need 50,000 subscribers and thousands of watch views and watch times a month to get like maybe a couple £100. That will give you a couple £100. So the big boys on YouTube, the ones with like 200,000 subscribers, that the people like Saeed and all these guys, they're getting paid. United Stand are getting paid probably hundreds of thousands. Me, it's going to be a long time, guys. A very long time before I see 1 penny from YouTube. A long time before I can see a penny. All of this stuff, yeah, that I'm doing, working hours of research and doing this and getting this, I'm not being paid a single penny for doing any of this, and I will continue not to be paid. So just to let you know, this is me burning myself out for the love of Manchester United, for the love of this stupid club. I hate football. I hate what football does to me, but I love football. That's Amrim. That's Amrim. I hate football, but I love football. I hate it, but I love it. You're above all that ways. Mount needs to play like a man. He's a frustrating player. Make chances for the others. Mount is very, very frustrating. Mount is somebody that I always say the same thing, Mount. He's actually technically okay. He's actually technically sound, Mount. He just doesn't run quick enough, doesn't shoot hard enough. He's that guy that gives you 6. He's like, you tick all his characteristics. Pass, 6 out of 10. Shoot, 6 out of 10. Then you realize that he can do a lot of things. That's why managers like him. But for me, he's just not je ne sais quoi. You know, he's just not. You are dumb. Eddie's like, joined late. What did I miss? We saw Bruno. Don't tell Eddie that, because Eddie was just stripped naked and run out. Eddie was stripped naked and ran out in the street. No homo. Pause. Don't act. I hate the pause life. I'm not. Let me not join the pause. The pause culture. And I do a quick recap before we leave. Let's talk about the players that we've sold first and foremost. Since Eddie is talking, quick recap. We are advancing in the sale of Anthony. Manchester United and Betis have agreed a deal. So United and Betis have agreed a deal. Anthony will go. He's about to go to do his medical and complete personal terms. So Anthony looks like he's on his way. I did speak about Højlund very briefly and the fact that it could be interrupted. The Højlund deal could be interrupted by Leipzig, but I don't think that's going to happen. So Højlund will continue to go to Napoli. We all know Garnacho has more or less gone. He's gone to Chelsea. So those 3 players have definitely gone. Man United are still talking with Antwerp for Lemens. The issue right now with Lemens is that Antwerp are increasing the fee, just like Brentford did with Mbumo, and Man United appears like they don't really want to pay what they are demanding, but I think we will. So that's basically the transfer update for you, Eddie. We spoke a lot about Amrim and Amrim's quotes. I gave my opinion on Amrim. For me, his emotional instability, I don't think is a great fit for the club at the moment. I think he needs to remember that he is a Man United manager. He's the manager of the biggest sporting institution in the world. So while he's allowed to have his feelings, bro, he's allowed to feel that way, and he's allowed to feel like he hates the players and all these things. He just needs to be careful what he says to the media, to the press. So we spoke about Amrim a lot today, bro, and we also spoke about Kobe. We gave our opinions about Kobe. Do we think he should go? Do we think he should stay? Is he up? Is he going to get game time? You know, Bruno is here. Bruno plays every game. So we went really in detail about Kobe and about Amrim today. So I feel like we've spoken a lot, and we've also spoken about the potential team for tomorrow. And we had a little pre-match briefing, I guess. Pre-match talk about Burnley and what we expect from the team. So that's it, guys. That's it, Eddie. And next summer, I'm not gonna lie, Eddie. The whole midfield thing, I've given up. I'm not even thinking about the midfield. We've got 3 days left, and we think we're gonna sign a midfielder. Listen, I could be wrong, and if I am wrong, I will be happy to be wrong because I want a midfielder, but I just don't see it happening, Eddie. I just can't. So you guys are taking the mick out of Eddie. Eddie, don't believe them, Eddie. We haven't bid the football ever. Oh man, that's funny. You guys are silly. All right, people. It's been lovely. It's been a good chat. Enjoy your Friday, people. It's 9 o'clock. Let me, before I go, actually, before we leave, because we have hit 500 subscribers, people. We are gonna drink some wine. We are gonna drink some bomber clout wine. Sip the thing. 500 subscriber. Jano. That's how my uncle will be like, Jano. 500 subscribers, people. Yes. Yes. It's sweet. It has a scent of berries, and the flavor is very fruitful. Yes. Hmm. That's done. Big up the chat, man. 500 fucking subscribers, bro. Big up the chat. 505. What we doing? We big up the chat, man. 505. Yes to the yes to the bump. Yo, cheers, blood. Oh, Eddie. Yo, Eds. Um. So Eddie says, "Are we saying we're just collecting money for the sake of it?" No, 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 Eddie. Behave. We're collecting money for the Glazers, bro. Have you forgotten what's happening? Thames Gen. Yo, Thames Gen, man. Where you been, bro? Thames Gen. Where you been? United. I want. Listen, Thames Gen. Listen, I don't think we're gonna get midfielder, man. Thames. I don't think we're gonna get midfielder, guys. I keep saying it. Milton says, I'm a bit surprised that United management didn't ban Amrin from press conference after. Milton, bro, I know, yeah, they must have called him to the office and said, explain yourself right now. Explain yourself fucking right now. What are you talking about? The players, you know, they showed you this and whatever. Like, his backtrack. The thing is, yeah, in his press conference today, he backtracked by saying, you know, this is just the heat of the moment. This is how I am, blah, blah, blah. While saying, I'm not going to change. So, like, while also saying he needs to be better. So, hold on. The guy came out today and said, you know, I'm like this. I say these things, right? And I shouldn't have said these things. So he's kind of backtrack while saying, and also saying I need to do better. But he's also saying this is how I am and I'm not going to change. Hmm. 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 Yeah, man. Big up, Shivs. Hey, what's a drink of choice then? Because obviously I don't drink red wine. Anyway, I'm only drinking this because I don't know. I'm not a red wine guy. Give me my rum and coke, yeah, and I'm good. Yo, big up Shivam, big up Tankery and Chronic. You know it, player. Tankery and Chronic. TK knows. TK understands, bro. When I go Canada, TK, you got to look after me, bro. When I'm in the clouds, you got put your, you got to put your arm around me and guide me home. Cheers to the bumper clock wine. Amram has lost his mind like eat. Oh, thing is about Eric Ten Hag, yeah. Eric Ten Hag is probably like this. This is why I'm annoyed, yeah, because we chased Eric Ten Hag with pitchforks, yeah, out the club, and I know he's probably sitting there thinking, "I've won 2 trophies in 2 seasons. I won 2 trophies in 2 seasons, you motherfuckers, and you've got this guy just doing what he's doing here." And I don't want Ten Hag to have that feeling. I want him to feel rubbish. Gin and tonic with a slice of cucumber, says TK. What people drinking? Is that what you're drinking right now, TK? Shivam, I don't drink. Understandable, Shivam. I don't really drink wine, to be fair. But Shivam, I know you smoke. No, I'm joking. I don't know. You should imagine trying to put man in, you know. So, don't drink Portuguese wines, Milton. What is this? Why are you saying that, Milton? Is it because I'll turn into Amram? Yeah. Would I get deluded like Amram if I drink Portuguese wines? Is that why? Where is it? Blah 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 blah. South Africa. This wine is from South Africa, Cape Town. It's not really a good wine. It's from South Africa. And South African wines are really good. But this one is not really good at all. It's not really good at all, South African wine. And this is one of the best South African accents you'll hear from a man who's born in Jamaica. A man who's born in Jamaica and raised in Britain. This is one of the best South African accents you'll ever hear. You'll ever hear from him. Bro, this has moved away from football, you know. This stream is going left field. I need to end it. Because I'm a professional person and this is gonna start Merlot by Aldi. Aldi's alright, you know. Aldi's alright. She fam said because I get the downer trip every week watching United. Man's like, I don't need to drink, bro. This football club gets me high and low, bro. The dope, all that stuff that drink gives me, the club gives it to me. This football club gives it to me. I don't need it. I get you, Shivam. I fully understand that, bro. But me, this football club gives me stress, gets me angry. So this and will help me. It will help me. Anyway, guys, I'm drifting. So pick up the chat. It's been sick, actually. In fact, you know what? When we're not talking about football, sometimes it's actually better. Sometimes it's actually better when we go left and we stop talking football. So pick up the chat. Enjoy your Friday night. I'm off now to just chill out myself. It's been lovely. Tomorrow we'll be watching the game. Hopefully it'll be a better game and we will win. Big up everyone. Have a beautiful Friday. Like, share and subscribe. Let's get the channel even growing. 5 subscribers just from this video alone. 505. We are doing it. Put the gang on a plane. Follow my voice and I'll show you how good a time here in Vancouver. Listen, if I get to 200,000 subscribers and I get money, a bunch of us, we're going to Vancouver. Yeah. That's what we do. Yeah. In 5 years' time. Anyway, big up people and I'll see you guys.